Oh yeah, it's Friday the 13th, 2016. It's May 13th, and it's Cinema Cycle in the evening. Again, usually it's in the morning. Today it's around 8 o'clock at night, and I am catching up again, nursing that knee injury. But Friday night started a brand new list night, so I know what the next couple of movies are going to be for the next month or so. A lot of interesting sci-fi stuff, but not tonight. Tonight there's a laser disc. And the laser disc is Nocturne. I have never seen this. George Raft and Lynn Barry. I'm thinking film noir. I'm thinking 1950s. I'm thinking the RKO Classic Collection. I'm thinking 80 minutes of really good black and white detective goodness. Let's find out, shall we? Okay, I'm about a half hour into this. I've just finished my martini. Um, wow, it's interesting. Very, yeah, very noirish, almost film noirish to an extreme, to a point where it pushes it too far. The whole movie is evidently a vehicle for George Raft, who comes across as being like the Burt Reynolds of the 1950s, I guess. He's just this super ultra tough cop guy, a la Jack Webb and Dragnet. But he's like not charming at all. He's just like, I'm a G-man and I'm here to arrest you. And it's all very melodramatic. So it's along with film noirish shadows and Venetian blinds. So drinking a martini to this is entertaining. Wow. Okay, so intermission is over. This is an interesting film. Not what I expected. It's definitely film noirish, but there is a real edginess to this, which is really almost bizarre. It has to do with George Raft's character and how he's kind of the penultimate G-man, where he's just this Jack Webb on Dragnet on amphetamines, where he's just like so driven he's creepy like a zombie. And I'm really shocked at this movie. I thought it'd be kind of like a cute, interesting insight into Americana in the 50s. And indeed, this is an insight into a very disturbing pocket of Americana in the 50s. It's not pretty, and I had to say that there's nothing really endearing about this movie. The more I watch it, the more I just kind of go, ooh, ouch. The 50s weren't that great. Okay, listen up. This is why I do this. Regardless of the time of day or when I do it or how I do it, there is a certain, oh my God, continuity in media throughout generations. Shakespearean, 17th century, 19th century, dawn of cinema, current cinema. So here I am in this certain slice of that genre, which is like 1950s cinema. And it's just odd. And I mean, it's odd because most people will probably not see this. It's just not broadcast in the current media. But this is profound media. I mean, I'm not trying to, it's just not Gone with the Wind. But it shows you a slice of American life that shows you a time and an attitude that's just like really foreign at this point. And you have to look at this stuff over time to see this. And that's what this project has taught me. It's like I'm seeing this whole idea of media through the 20th century and how it's shifted based on who's in power, what they're thinking, and what they want you to think. And if you can look at the whole spectrum like that, this is a really good film to watch. Because to me, it's interesting, but it's disturbing. By the way, just as a side note, the entire movie is pretty much spoken in innuendo, which is just bizarre because you can follow it, but you really have to pay attention because otherwise it's like, what did he say? What did she say?
Did you say a blank code?
Okay, there's just something really bizarre about this whole movie, Nocturne, which is the grandma scenario where George Raft comes and meets with his grandmother on several occasions in the show and talks to her about his murder investigation. It's like Ozzie and Harriet meets Dragnet. It's weird. Hey. I gotta tell you a newsflash here. I never thought there was such a bad thing as bad film noir. Well, there is. This is actually bad film noir. This is George Raft kind of milking it for all it's worth, but he's just not connecting. But I'll tell you this. After watching this, I want to see more George Raft movies prior to this. I think he was a real tough guy in his day. I just think that this movie is beyond his heyday.